Tea with you guys, Dr. Crack Loly here. Welcome back. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas if you celebrate, or New Year or whatever. I have a new camera. I have a new setup. So I hope you guys like, look, if I move, it moves. I don't know if this is going to make you all nauseous, if it's the kind of setup you guys like or don't like, or if you don't give a shit, you're not here to see me, you're just here to see the artist. So either way, we'll figure this out together. Jumping back into things, I also am quite sick right now. I have been absolutely battling this flu like my life depends on it. I'm only just starting to get my voice back and feel like myself. I had laryngitis. Today we are going to be reacting to the one and only ALAMAT, their new music releases, and to be honest with you, this group for me always just hits different. I feel like ALAMAT are not just a Ppop group, they're like a cultural movement. Especially as a foreigner, what makes them so special is that they proudly represent the diversity of the Philippines. Each member, I feel like, embodies a different region, language and identity, and they kind of weave that heritage directly into their music. Their visuals, their fashion. To represent the Philippines, they always use very indigenous sounds, very traditional instruments in their music. It's all intentional, it's all powerful, and it's all done with so much respect. I feel like whenever I see ALAMAT, they don't just perform. I always feel like they're storytelling. They're always laying out some narrative, or always including a lot of things, especially as a foreigner, that I wouldn't know or have been introduced to with the Philippine culture without them. And that's kind of why ALAMAT for me are one of my favorite artists. I love getting to discover their new releases. I feel like I learn something new each time, and I see something new each time. So if you are ready to dive in to powerful performance, vocal excellence, and a shift in culture, let's watch ALAMAT. This is ALAMAT. This is new music. This is Lolyreaction. I'm going to butcher this name. LuzViMinda. I don't know what any of this means. But ALAMAT, I know, are one of the groups that are really heavily involved in their own productions. I know that they write their own music. They're very heavily involved in the creative direction and the concepts. So I know that when they're speaking as ALAMAT, they are speaking as ALAMAT. They're speaking from ALAMAT. They are representing themselves so well. So I always look forward to their stuff. So this is their newest single, and we're going to check this out together. Here we go. Me doom scrolling at 5 a.m. I love the uniform. Oh, see the instruments? You hear it? Go on, Mo. Okay, white t-shirt with different styles I like. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Okay, so the Tagalog. 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Okay, so they're speaking in different. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't know I should know by now because I have so many Filipino friends, but it's different. I know there's an argument online. To be fair, I do see a lot of arguments on this, whether the different languages in the Philippines are different dialects or if they're actually completely different languages. I know that, like, I have a lot of friends who speak Bisaya, and I know that they can speak Tagalog, but I know that a lot of people who speak Tagalog don't necessarily understand Bisaya. So I know it's a bit confusing, especially for someone like me who doesn't know the full thing. So don't argue in the comments, but argue if you want. If you want, just argue with each other. I don't know. But just let me know what the correct term is. But here, they are speaking in the different languages of the Philippines. So they have in brackets that they're actually switching languages. Go on, Mo! Multilingual king. Carrying the weight on my shoulders. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Joe in the background. Never try to hum it back. Waray, Tagalog. The water bottles. The water bag, should I say. Especially when the ideas come from me. Are they? 6 on the beat, but we sound like one crew. The world needs to stop sleeping on ALAMAT. All right, Tomás. Then again, switching again. Has this been done before in a song? I don't think it has been. I grew up here in the Philippines, carrying on my shoulders from Luzon. The Sayas. This is what I just spoke about. Did I not just speak about this in freaking intro this video? Like when I think about ALAMAT, I think completely Filipino. And what I like about ALAMAT, because I was going to say at the start of this video, if there's any references in here or anything visually that I don't understand as a foreigner, that's what I love about ALAMAT, is that they are so unapologetically themselves and they don't ever adjust themselves to make me feel comfortable. Like they're not trying to, you know, they're not trying to make it easier for foreigners. Like they're not trying to, like they are who they are and they're showing up as they are and we are Filipino, we are a Filipino group. This is who we are. This is what we represent. And if you want to know more, then come listen to us. But they're not trying to like dilute who they are just to attract an international audience, because that's not what they're here to say. They're here to say, this is who we are, this is how we show up, you either on board or you're off. And that's what I love about them, is they don't give a fuck. And it's great because it makes me like, I'm interested. I want to know more. I want to see more. I want to understand everything that's going on. And I just love that. I love that about them. I've always loved that about them. Them for me, they've never shied away from that message at all. Like even in their earlier music, they've made plenty of references about, a couple of, like, look, if you know, you know. If you don't know, go get to learn. But they are not a group that shy away from anything that they have to say. And I love that about them. And they're very blatantly saying in this song, they're like, we are ALAMAT. They work fucking hard. God, Jao. I love Jao. I have such good time for Jao. I just love his energy so much. And his freaking, I didn't realize, when you're on Instagram and you like follow people's like broadcast things, I was on Jao's and I didn't realize that I was, because I don't know how to I don't really understand how that works. But I got a notification on my phone the other day and I went to go select it. I was talking to a friend of mine on Instagram and the notifications came up back to back. So when I pressed it, by the time I went to go press it, it was Jao's notification had come up. So I accidentally pressed into Jao's and it was like he'd sent a voice note and my phone played it and it was just him just moaning into the microphone. I was like, you know what? Sure, as you should. I'm just trying to soak it all in. That was like perfect timing for me to say that. I'm trying to soak it all in. I'm trying to look at the background. I'm trying to look at what's going on. I've been in those jeepneys. I am aware of what they are. I've been in them because I was in the Philippines. I went to the Philippines over a year ago. I was supposed to do a vlog on that, by the way. Well, I do. I have all the footage. I interviewed a load of Ppop artists. You'll find those on my channel. But I've been in them. They're fun to experience. We're not used to them, especially growing up like where I grew up. I grew up in rural Ireland in like the Wicklow Mountains, where there's one bus that comes every 3 hours. And if you miss that bus, you're not getting out of the city. You're not getting out of your small like village. So it was really cool for me to be able to experience like the different, you just hop on, hop off. It was really cool. And I loved like all the different styles of them as well. I found it really interesting. Hey! I love the concept of this video so much. Like look at the lighting in this, right? We have the cool tones with the green, the blue, and then we have Tomás in the yellow, but the lighting, the way it's done, and you can see all their eyes, and they're like, skin tones, right? The darker skin tones, which is like so representing Filipinos. This is what like culture is, right? They're not whitewashing themselves for anybody, as they shouldn't have to. Ooh. You talk too much. We're not even in our prime yet. I also, okay, that was a weird noise, I'm sorry. But we'll pass for now. We're not even in our prime yet. Come on. Also, even though it's swapping to Taneo, and he is in the yellow as well. It's actually yellow, white, and red, which is the Filipino flag colors. Ooh, 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 ooh. Pick up this, pick up this, pick up this. They're such performers. They're such performers. Ooh, that delivery. The color scheme they're using as well. Jerseys. I tell you, they just hit different. I love that they're wearing the jerseys as well with the colours. I'm actually wearing an Irish jersey right now. Why is this so high up? This should be more this way, no? Oh, well, we'll figure out the camera later. ALAMAT, do you see? You see what I mean? I'm so sad I miss ALAMAT. I never got to see them live. They did come to Dubai like 2 years ago, a year ago, but I was in Ireland for Christmas and I missed them and I was so sad. And then I think I said this story before, but when I was in the Philippines, they were supposed to be performing at Viva Cafe with the Juans and I was supposed to go. And I messaged the venue about how I was going to buy tickets because I didn't have Gcash. We don't have Gcash in Ireland or in Dubai, so I never had the app and I didn't know how to pay for it. And because I had been like using money through like my friend's account when I was in the Philippines, and I was like asking, how can I go? I'm like, how do I pay? And nobody ever responded to me from the venue. So I never got to go and I was really sad that I missed them. So I've never seen them before, but I am coming back to the Philippines this year. I can't tell you when just yet. It's a secret, but I am coming back. So hopefully maybe they'll have a show somewhere along the lines when I'm there and I'll be able to finally go see them live. But they are just... I don't even think I have much to commentate or to add because I feel like everything they've said is exactly what you need to hear. Right? Like, I don't think there's anything that I can add to this that's going to add any value. The only thing I can offer is like my perspective as a foreigner, I guess. But even at that, I don't think it means much or anything to them because they don't care about that stuff and they shouldn't either. I just love their attitude. I love their energy. I love how they haven't, I think they are always striving to just say how they feel, and they're saying things I think a lot of people aren't addressing or saying, and I just love that they are. And I feel like that makes no sense, but my brain's not really working right now because I'm still a little bit in awe about them. But I love them so much. I have such respect for this group, and I can't wait for the days where they start to sell out arenas, and I'll be there hopefully. at some stage if I get to see their show one day. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to stay safe out there. Make sure to wash your face, wash your hands, wash your ass. Make sure you go follow ALAMAT. Make sure you go follow ALAMAT. Make sure you go follow ALAMAT. Go follow them all their socials. Everything will link down below. Please go follow me on all my socials. If you have any questions or anything, I do message people back on my socials. So please go talk to me there. And DM me some suggestions or whatever. Just don't be creepy in the DMs, please, because I'm not responding to that kind of shit. But love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Slán!